Oh my god. Wait, dude, guys. We can't be having these conversations. Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Doruk, and this is episode 5, and probably the final episode of Half-Life 2 episode 2. In the last episode, we got some revelations as we finally got to White Forest. We reunited with Dog and Lamar, and kind of had a rundown about the situation with what Judith was up to, what Magnusson and the team were kind of getting done and finishing, and Eli's history with G-Man, a little bit of it, a little teaser. So that's where we left off. So I'm just here from our last save. They're just having a cup of tea. This thing's going off. I'm triple checking I'm recording. That's good. We got a cactus. We got the same portrait. And yeah, let me fix my posture a little bit. Sorry, I was excited to get started. And I apologize for the glare. But, oh Jesus, I hit my desk. But it's a beautiful sunny day out, and I'm going to enjoy it. So, alright guys, I'm a bit trepidatious. We were... Every step forward is one step closer to the game ending. So... Oh... Whoops. Itchy trigger finger there. My bad. Man, what a journey. What a journey. I mean, we're still going to play Alyx one way or another. And then from there, there's like the mods that you guys have recommended. There's Black Mesa. There's some of the stuff like Half-Life Uplink and Decay and Lost Coast. I'm not sure I'll check those out because they just seem to be like gameplay demos. And I'm just like, I got the gameplay already. So we'll see. But yeah, so let's get going. Okay, they are locked behind. Magnusson?
Striders are coming.
Oh boy.
A single one of those damn things could shoot down.
Oh, we got a diagram.
We don't dare launch until all Striders are destroyed.
Of course.
Now, you've proved yourself capable, and the staff seem to respect you. Therefore, I'm putting
Okay, but you don't.
And this ingenious new weapon of mine.
Okay, what is this?
Call it the Magnusson device.
Of course we do.
My chosen label, you understand, but it seemed to please the personnel.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
Look lively in there. Warm up the delivery port. Whatever you say. Now, what it is a sort of sticky bomb. Cleverer than that makes it sound. From your point of view, you merely pitch the device at the Strider's hull, then blow it up. I've struggled with a mechanism for launching the device, but, well, your zero-point energy field manipulator clears up that little
Of course.
Now follow me, and we'll let you get in some practice while we still have time.
All right, hold on. Let's take a look. Pretty easy.
Don't be alarmed, Freeman. This Strider's days of impaling your friends are a thing of the past.
Hello, Uriah. How do you do? Ooh.
Out in the field, we'll supply you with all the Magnusson devices you need through delivery ports like this one.
For the safety of the base, these devices are deactivated. They cannot explode like those you will find in the field.
Go ahead and take the device out of the dispenser.
What happens if I don't?
You'll want to use your gravity gun to throw it.
I'm waiting for that hug. I'm still waiting for it. No? Okay. The animations are always, so they always have this weird like eye roll when they're looking at something. How do you do? Okay, let's go. Let's go.
That's right. Now toss it at the main body of the Strider. Good. Now take out the firearm of your choice and
Of
shoot
my
the device.
choice. Okay. Well, this is my choice. Boom.
There you go. Not too difficult.
God, I
this
cannot
range,
get
is it?
comfortable
It's
right
a
now,
bit
guys.
harder when it's moving about and firing at you, of course.
Of course.
Move on to a more challenging task.
Okay, you got it.
Send the target to the far end of the rails.
I really feel like we don't need these tutorials, but maybe people do.
Very well. Now.
Are you kidding me? How did I miss? So magnificent.
I'll be right over here when you are ready to head out.
The magnificent Magnusson. It really rolls off the tongue. All right, let's get going.
Had enough?
Yes.
Cars, fuel,
Okay.
ready to go. Now, every building in the valley has its own dispenser port. So you'll have ample
Okay, this is
supply
gonna
of
be a gauntlet, isn't it?
Now, I
For
must
taking the
get
car.
back to my rocket, Freeman.
Of course.
I'm relying on you not to squander my trust or my Magnusson's.
I will squander
And Freeman,
both.
If you pull this off, I might just forgive you for that debacle at Black Mesa. You know the one I mean, involving a certain microwave casserole.
Okay. So, a lot of commenters in the first Half-Life video were upset that I didn't do something with the microwave or something, and I was like, I don't really get it. And then I got a comment from the last episode saying, you gotta go back and do the microwave thing, and I was like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care that much. But I assume if I mess around with the microwave enough, it blows up the casserole or whatever was in there, right? So that's probably what happened. So I think this is the canon event is that I fuck with the microwave a million times. I keep hitting my desk, I'm sorry. The thing explodes and we're just having a good time. Laughing at Magnusson because Gordon just goes around ruining people's lunches. I would be pretty pissed off if this happened in my office. I'm just saying. Okay. We're so back, baby. Oh, what the fuck happened? Hello? Okay. Sorry, that was weird. Alright. Jesus. Okay, I think we're good. I'm sorry about all the difficulties. I think even my setup is getting a little bit anxious about this ending episode.
Taking a few liberties with your car. Check it out. I added a rack for Magnusson devices back here.
Nice. This guy's pimped my ride.
I tweaked your onboard radar so the combines show up red on the dashboard.
Oh, dope. All right, that's actually really handy.
Send a homing signal to your HEV suit in case you get
Oh,
separated from
wow.
the car.
Holy cow. Okay.
No need to thank me.
Yeah, thank you.
Check this map.
I will thank you.
We're right here at the south end of the valley. Rest of the gang's up north by the old sawmill here.
Uh-huh.
Head on up there, and they'll fill you in on the battle plan.
Okay.
I'll be staying here to watch the field and send status updates.
You got it.
Good luck out there.
Thank you, bud. Wow, okay, we got the whole thing. I wonder if Alyx is joining us? I guess she's just chilling with Eli. You'd think she'd help us for this endeavor. So there's another Magnusson device. Alright, let's get going.
You'll find the sawmill at the far end of the valley.
Okay, so we gotta go like strider hunting. That sounds fun.
Perimeter's clear. Still no sign of incursion. Keep alert.
I will. I will keep myself alert. Okay. And there's a direction for White Forest, so not very a top secret place if they're given signposts. But I guess the Combine are aware of its location already. Do I have a Magnusson? Yeah, I do. So I'm just looking around for Striders, and that's just how it's gonna go. A lot of explosives as well. Now, I will say it would be amiss for me to not attempt to crowbar one of these.
That way. They're expecting you.
Okay, thank you for directions. They even set up these things just on the trees. That's funny. Yeah, okay, thank you. We're gonna have to crowbar one of them. It might take some time. Again, don't worry. My editing magic will make it seamless.
Come closer.
Okay.
Oh, there
Good man.
Good man.
We've counted a dozen striders just north of us. Our job is to keep them from reaching the base to the south. If they get close enough for one good shot at the silo, the whole launch is a bust. And in case striders aren't bad enough, recon indicates they're being escorted by packs of hunters. Now, what I want you to do...
Attention! North perimeter breach.
All right, people, this is it.
We have a strider approaching from the cranes.
Defensive positions, go!
All right, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm back at opposing force. All right.
Remember, keep them distracted while Freeman takes them down.
How does the car do against these things? How good is this car against the striders? We will see. Oh, dude, I bet you could make the lumber fall on top of that thing. You see that crane? Okay, I think the legs might be immune to damage. That's the impression I'm getting. How do I get up there, though? It might not be possible. I might have to just do this like a normal person while all my friends, instead of getting everyone killed. Holy shit! It's a one-shot. Either that or the crowbarring really weakened it up. Okay, that was very effective. Gee. Ow, he says. You might not. I'm having too much. I'm playing. He's not gonna make it. Holy shit. Oh, I missed. Fuck. Oh, and they blew up my thingy. My disposer. My disposal. My Magnusson disposer. Well, we're gonna get a hunter with one of these as well. Oh. Shit. Where the fuck is the strider? I don't... You'd think you'd see these things. Okay, I've really bungled this up. I've really made a disaster of it. Let's try to find... I think this thing went the other way. I think I can take a left here. Yeah, there it is. Oh my lord. Alright, so I'm getting all the rebels killed. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm not doing a good job.
It looks like hunters are traveling with the striders. They're working in packs.
Okay. So far so good though. I mean, not for the rebels, but for me. I think I'm trying to find a way where I can get an angle of attack. Where I can get on top of like these hills or something and maybe maybe be able to like jump on top of it, but that might be a challenge. Buddy, I'm gonna run you over. Get out of my way. Where are you, Mr. Oh, there you are. I'm about to run you over. Okay, yeah, okay, bud. You're lucky I can get up there. I'd fucking embarrass you in front of all the other striders. In front of all the other striders.
Strider coming from the cranes.
Yeah, see, I bet you can... Can I get up here? No, but maybe I can use a Magnusson device? Fuck. It's too late. Okay, calm down, guys.
Nice one, Freeman.
Thanks, dude. You're the one guy I didn't get killed.
Only a few striders left.
There's no way it's that simple. This is pretty straightforward right now. Oh, wow. I think I've damaged the car. I've just noticed. It seems to be getting more... I wonder if it can actually explode.
Used to be the sawmill.
Okay, here. I want to just save here, and then I want to see if I can knock these down. Because it's... Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Let me load. Which is F9. Okay. I really can't knock these down? I thought it was going to be like a little cool little physics thing where you can have the lumber fall on top of the striders, but I guess not. That's a shame. But let me load up again just so I can have my Magnusson device. The sticky bomb. Not a miracle? Gordon Freeman. What? Did they shoot it out of the sky? What's happening? Buddy. Don't make me get the crowbar out. Okay, we're getting more and more, it seems, which is good, I guess. This is very anticlimactic for me. I don't know. It's not very epic. I think it's maybe because there's no music and I'm just like one-shotting these things. But maybe it'll start building up. Again, if we have kind of the same thing with the antlions, right? Where like, it wasn't too bad and then it got really fucking cool when the Vortigons showed up and everything. They said it was spotted by the cranes, right? Oh, there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking, it got the... Oh, shit. Okay, okay. That was bad. And now I don't have a Magnusson device. Oh my god, that guy got incinerated. Okay, we need to start hurrying up. This is getting bad.
Alert! There's a strider getting close to the base.
We're good, we're good. We got it, we got it. Don't worry. Relax. Relax, guys. It's all good. It's all good. Do a quick save Rooney. Okay, where's the next strider? I don't hear any thumping.
Another strider from the water tower.
Oh, this one's fast. This one's fast. Oh my god. Woo! Got it quick. Nice. That one was raring to go. I'm gonna die. Heal me, heal me. Thank you. Oh my god, get this tree! Oh, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Okay, this is not looking good. Jesus, slow down. Any more supplies? No, let's get a Magnusson then. So they're dropping off more striders.
We have a strider coming in from the crate.
Alright guys, I don't really have much to say. Sorry, it's taking up a lot of bandwidth here to make sure that I get everything taken care of. Okay, we're starting to get some music now. Hello? Jesus. Okay, now we got music. That's good. Now we're getting upping the intensity. They kind of taught us how this is gonna work. Now we got the music. Now I get the jam. Boom, boom. Jesus. At least there's no hunters with them. I spoke too soon. There are hunters with them. Stop getting out of my way. Okay, this isn't working. Fuck, that's so bad. I can't be missing those. Okay, now it's really getting bad. I needed to kill that one with that Magnusson device. We're gonna get overwhelmed in a second. Alright, give me a sec. Thank you. Wait, the music's over? Oh my god. That's so sad. It was such a jam, too. Now we're just doing it normally. Come on, man. What the hell? Give me the music. Oh, where am I? There's more, there's more, there's two more behind me. Look, they're coming in like a little Congo line. They got hunters with them? Okay. Hey, you knocked it off, you son of a bitch. Okay. So you get the car. Ow. I'm about to die. Jesus.
Nice one, Freeman.
Okay, that was all of them? Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Work, everyone!
Unless?
Attention!
No way.
Riders have been defeated.
No way, you...
Personnel, return to base immediately. Repeat, all personnel, return to base immediately.
Hold on. We're getting reports. There's more gunships. Drop ships. No? Oh, okay. I thought we're... Okay, well, whatever. Honestly, not my favorite segment. I think the idea behind it was kind of... Jesus, I'm not even pressing forward. Why the fuck am I going? The idea behind it was okay, but I don't know. Felt kind of just like... I think the other Strider segments felt a lot more claustrophobic and stuff. And like a lot more fast paced. This one I was just like kind of doing the rounds, throw the fucking dodgeball at him, shoot the dodgeball.
Hey, Gordon Freeman.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Thanks, Freeman.
Thanks, Freeman. Okay. You're welcome. Alright, that was that. Cool. Thank you.
Wow,
Hey.
Gordon. You were amazing out there.
Thank you.
Come on.
Okay.
Which is in its final stages. The portal's close to opening, but Dr. Magnusson sure will be in time to stop it.
Tracking beacon. Now there's another bit of cruft we can ignore. Support equipment powered down. Hold on a moment, Climber. Ah, Freeman. Well, I see the Magnusson device.
It did. It was very effective.
I feel compelled to thank you
No need, no need. Just doing my job.
for saving my rocket.
You're doing the important work. Closing the portal. I can't hit a portal with a crowbar, but I appreciate the thank you. That was very earnest.
For a minute there, I thought you were gonna get a hug.
I wish. I want a goddamn hug.
Get a great view of the launch from there.
At least give me a hug, Alyx. The only time you hugged me was when you thought I was
Here
dead.
we are again.
Okay, so it seems like this is
You were
it.
having fun.
There's no
I
backup
found a
rockets.
helicopter that I was able to get working.
Okay, we get to be on a helicopter?
Ready to go. Never a dull moment, huh?
What are we doing with the helicopter?
I'm seeing a payload anomaly of approximately
And
8.5 pounds.
that's fucking Lamar, dude.
Certainly not worth
We're
scuttling.
back.
That's fucking Lamar. Oh, and it's this thing.
Hell of a job you did out there, son.
Thank you.
Let's not forget that with the Magnusson device, those Striders practically destroy themselves.
Yes, it's true.
I think perhaps Gordon had something to do.
No, it was mainly the device, honestly.
We adjourn this meeting of the Mutual Admiration Society.
The meeting of the Mutual Admiration Society. That's a fucking banger. I like that. Oh, that's too kind.
It's all yours, Gordon.
Okay, we're getting to watch the rocket launch again, just like in Black Mesa. That's very cool. Wow, what an historic moment. T-3.
Gonna push the button?
Alex, you gotta... I'm building the tension. T-3, 2, 1.
It's all yours. Launch that thing.
Whatever. Launch or lunch? What's gonna happen here? I feel like something.
Power to main thrusters. Steady on.
T-10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Incredible. Oh, he's so stressed, dude. Let's see how it actually works, though.
Now it is still too early
Yes.
to celebrate. We need to reach altitude.
Exactly.
Transmit the signal.
Too right. The clock is ticking.
We couldn't have cut it any closer if that was our intention.
It is going to work, right?
We will see.
Once the rocket is in range of the portal, we'll be able to switch on the xenium resonator.
Well, let's get outside.
Xenium resonator.
There should be quite a show. Regrettably, I can't come out with you. Magnusson and I will need to keep a close eye on the rocket's trajectory.
Of
Aren't you gonna
course.
see us off?
Just as soon as this is wrapped up, I wouldn't dream of letting you go without
Oh, God.
goodbye.
Kleiner, please
I'll hold you to
don't die.
You too, Dr. Magnusson.
Dude, the way he made that sound was like, that was like Kleiner's gonna fucking die or something. God damn it.
We'll catch up with you in a moment, sweetheart.
Dude, the payload is Lamar. They sent Lamar into
The more
space.
I think about that warning from our friend, the more I'm convinced it has to do with Borealis. Don't be deceived. That ship must never be used. You have got to destroy it, whatever the cost.
Where are you two? You're gonna miss it.
Be right there, Alex. Gordon, thanks for everything you've done for Alex, for all of us. I couldn't be prouder if you were my
Oh
only
my
son.
god.
Now, when you get back, we've got a lot to talk about.
Oh my god. Wait, dude, guys. We can't be having these conversations. Talk about it now. Dog's just... Dude, he's ruminating. Look at him. What a sophisticate. Nice. Did it work? Dude, sick. Well done, guys.
We sure as hell did, and not a moment too soon.
I'll bet the Combine aren't too happy right now.
You got that
What
right,
happened to
sir.
Lamar, though?
We've got plenty to celebrate.
What happened to
I
Lamar?
wish you didn't have to head off so soon. If only it weren't so critical.
It's okay, Dad. We'll find Judith.
Oh, we're taking the helicopter to Judith. That makes sense.
Dog?
Oh,
Hey, where are
no. Everyone's leaving me.
Nut.
What a nut.
Don't go too far.
I'm worried about Kleiner, dude. Also, the fact that he says we have so much to talk about, and it's never gonna happen, is it? We're gonna be fucking stuck in goddamn where's episode 3 purgatory for the rest of my life. Motherfucker, Eli, just tell me now.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, man.
Ready to go.
What a bummer, dude.
Keep in constant contact. We have no idea what to expect.
Don't worry, Dad. We'll be all right.
I just wish all this didn't have to fall on you, Alex. Your mother would be so proud.
Dad,
Well, this is a sweet moment. I'm sorry I'm jumping around. I apologize. I can't contain my energy.
Are you sure you have everything you need?
I think so. Dr. Kleiner gave us the Borealis coordinates. We'll keep the hailing frequency open on the chopper radio in case Judith tries to reach us again.
Good idea. She could well make another attempt.
Oh no. Dad!
Oh god, we're getting fucking mind blast. Oh, it's the sluggy bastard.
Dad!
Oh, what the fuck?
Dad!
Oh, people are... No, no way they're doing this in a cutscene.
Listen to me. Destroy that ship. Whatever it takes. Destroy it.
Don't! Dad, look out! No! Dad! Dad!
Oh, there's another one. Uh-oh. Wait, that's really bad.
Oh my god!
Dude.
I love you, sweetheart.
Oh, no.
I love you, Dad!
Don't look.
No! Oh my god, no! No!
Is it like drinking his brain? It is. Dog. Okay. And it's just...
Dad! Oh god! Dad! Dad! Dad, please! Dad! Oh my god! No! No!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't leave me.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry. That's me containing the scream, right? I'm about to fucking go off. Fuck. Okay, so that's where it ends. Just like insane cliffhanger. And like they just don't follow that up. That's fucked up. That's like really fucked up, actually. Insanely fucked up. Okay. So Eli dies, I think in... Again, I can be critical, I can be a negative Nancy. So again, I know, feel free to dislike the video. A little bit of a frustrating way, like we just, again, they just fly in, we watch him get stabbed, he gets probed, and then Dog comes in to save the day later. Like, it's like, it seems like he kind of knew something was gonna happen, something wrong. And it seems like that thing was like sucking his brain out. It's like, I don't know if that means, so again, it was a bit frustrating where it's like, oh, okay, this game is all about immersion, you get put into it, and then it's like, oh, okay, here's just, every interesting thing happens in a cutscene where you have no kind of control. I don't know if there's a way to solve that, to be honest, because if you want to have narrative development and you don't have a character have a voice, then, and like, oh, we're just looking back at the slugs. Okay. It can be a very difficult thing. It just kind of sucks because it just seems like a weird... Kind of seems like a weird way for him to die, right? Like, why doesn't it also... Like, he's not the one that's... Like, they psychically withhold both Gordon and Alyx, but then Eli apparently is not affected. So I don't know if that's something with G-Man's interference. Maybe this thing can only control 2 people at once. I'm going to turn down the volume because the fucking grubs are really loud. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what its psychic powers are, so why Eli wasn't affected. Eli trying to hit it with the pipe, it just says, okay, I'll eat your brain. So I don't know if it extracted knowledge from Eli, right? Maybe it can do that. But then if it can do that, why didn't they do that before, right? Why did they let Breen kind of try to do this whole thing? Especially with how powerful the advisors are. Why are they not interfering at any other point until now? Like, for example, when Gordon is storming the Citadel and literally going to blow it up, right? Because there's two of them flying around. They seem fairly self-capable. We saw a lot of pods fly out of the Citadel. So again, I'm not trying to say this is bad or anything. These are questions that I'm asking, and there might not be an answer to it. And it might be a plot hole. It might not be. I don't know. And I don't need you guys to necessarily try to rationalize it unless the writer has explained or something, right? But if you guys have some logic where you're like, I actually think it's probably because of this, I'd love to hear it. But like, I don't want it to be, I think, again, some people have been portraying their headcanon as fact when it's probably not. But regardless, very good. Like, I think I'm happy they were willing to kill a character. I think some stories are a bit too afraid to do that. I think it was a little bit foreshadowed, especially when he's like, oh, we have a lot to talk about when you get back. And it's like, you can't. I thought they were going to get Kleiner, honestly, but it seems like it was Eli. They could have gotten Kleiner too. But these little bug guys can fly in, telepathically stop Gordon, who is the biggest threat, anti-Citizen 1. They didn't decide to interfere at all until the Citadel was destroyed. Again, weird, but maybe they're like very overconfident. You know, there's a lot of ways you can justify it, right? Maybe they didn't think Gordon could actually pull it off. Maybe they wanted Gordon to pull it off. Because again, we're still in this weird, we live in a reality in this game where the future is somewhat predictable. The future is somewhat known. So maybe the Combine are like, the way for this to work out is Gordon needs to do this. The way we need to set Gordon on this path as well. Maybe, like, again, there's all these maybes, because when you add time kind of travel or stopping, like, you add a lot of that. What exactly do we know? Don't we know? Right? Because the future still seems to be undetermined. Because like G-Man is saying, when I plucked Alyx, I knew it was a good investment, but other people didn't agree. So it doesn't seem to be like a fully known fact, but the Vortigaunts have some concept of a time is like a known quantity. Like, you know, the whole story of this time frame. So I don't know. It gets very confusing. And again, there's not much explained about it. And I maybe best that there isn't much to explain, because the more you explain that kind of stuff, the more you're like, oh, but what about this? Oh, but what about that? So very fascinating. I won't lie. I was a little bit, again, sorry again for being a negative Nancy here, but a bit disappointed by the finale too. It's just like, I thought we were going to do a boss fight with one of those advisors. And I thought maybe with that helicopter, we'd be shooting one while it's flying in the air, and somehow the Vortigaunts are protecting us from its psychic powers, something like that. But instead, it just ended up being like this weird Strider gauntlet that wasn't particularly challenging and was kind of like gimmicky in a way. So sorry if I'm being, I guess I'm going to stop apologizing for being negative here. But that's how I am, right? Like, I try to be perfectly honest. So when I'm really enthused and I really love something, I voice that and express that. And when there's things that I'm like, it could have been better, honestly, or something, I'm going to voice that as well. Man, okay, that was the way it ends. And I think I would be less bothered by this ending if I knew there was another game, right? I think this is frankly, a terrible place to leave the series. I'm completely shocked that they did. My understanding, again, this is where you guys can elaborate, and I believe there's that documentary that I will watch. I'm still deciding if I want to stream it or I just want to record myself viewing it. You guys can actually let me know. I would appreciate an opinion on that. I know the commenters don't necessarily equate everyone's opinion, so maybe, again, just like that person's comment or just be a bit more active just for this episode. Just so I know what people are interested in, because I'm kind of comfortable doing both. But one thing I don't like about streaming is like it kind of takes me away from the focus, right? Because I think one of my biggest pet peeves is like when something cool is happening in a game or something, and then, you know, the person's like, oh, thanks for the bits, 420 Blazed XX, you know, appreciate it. Like, it just really fucking annoys me, honestly. So I can understand if people would prefer this YouTube format and I just watch the thing, but like, you just have to think about it. Like, what? So my understanding is Valve wants every one of their games to be kind of revolutionary, but I don't feel that was the case for episodes 1 or 2. But maybe that was the case for episode 1 with Alyx being this very like realistic character. So like having like an AI companion that felt real was like kind of like their attempt to kind of emphasize that. And then maybe episode 2 was really using the HDR settings, like kind of showing how good the game can look like with this open environment. But to me, I feel like these were less revolutionary steps than maybe just the base game. So I feel like I would have been totally fine playing another, like episode 3, that gave us a bit more substantial knowledge. Maybe you can now then introduce the portal mechanics into the Half-Life game, because now you're actually like, you've acknowledged the cohesion, like the connection between the two, and now you can meld game mechanics. Like that to me would be revolutionary. So I'm very curious what their reasoning behind not making another game. Because obviously I know they've developed multiple iterations and every one of them's not been up to their personal bar. But I feel like there's also a point where you're setting the bar to a point where it's not really achievable. And now it's been so long. You know, I think most people's investment in the series probably goes away. And you probably can't really meet any expectations. However, counterpoint to that, again, so I think a lot, and I'm totally happy arguing within myself. So I'm super happy to not, again, have arguments in the comments because it's pointless on YouTube, but to hear other people's opinions, right? Like totally call me wrong. Just say like, this is why I think you're wrong, or this is my opinion. But from my understanding too, like the counterpoint to is like that apparently VR was the next step that Valve needed, and that Half-Life Alyx is like, I don't know anything about Half-Life Alyx. I didn't even know it was a prequel. I just knew you played as Alyx. But I did know that it's the best VR game ever made. Like that is just the common consensus. So that might be what Valve was waiting for. Like they needed that next step of immersion. This is their next revolutionary game. But then it's been 5 years since Alyx, so I don't really know what's going on with Half-Life 3 or Half-Life 2 Episode 3, right? It's so strange. Such a fascinating thing. I'm super interested to see. On top of that, I want to say this game has been such a pleasure because it's not often you play a game that kind of hits the 5 check marks for me, right? So for me, I have 5 things I typically view from a game. So I'm very analytical, as you can probably tell. 1, it's gameplay. The second is story. The third is the music. The fourth is the polish, right? Like it's not buggy. It's not, it's like it runs smoothly. It's fine. Obviously every game's going to have bugs, but like, we all know the difference between playing a game that's like, oh, okay, whatever, it's like not a big deal, to like, oh, it crashed the 3rd time in a row, or oh, this like broke some kind of quest. Sorry, I hit my mic. So gameplay, story, music, polish, and graphics, right? So I think a game needs to look good for me. I've mentioned this in some of my older playthroughs that I have a hard time playing old games because I can be very... I really like playing games that look really good. But I think the best game, like even the best old games have a good art direction and art style. So even if it like graphically isn't AAA, it still looks good. I think Half-Life, for example, has that. Maybe not so much as other games, but definitely like I was like, I'm happy to play this game and the game looks good for what I would gauge for that time period. And everyone agrees, right? Like this game looked amazing when it came out. So it's rare to find a game that matches all of those, right? And I'm not like a doomer when it comes to video games. I'm not one of those people that says, oh, video games aren't like they used to be. I know there's a lot of people that do that, and I think there's actually a pretty big subsection of Half-Life people that are probably like that as well. It's like, people don't make games like Half-Life anymore. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I do think AAA games like this are not really a thing. I think the only thing I can think of recently is God of War Ragnarok, and I myself thought that was a bad game, personally, just because of some other opinions. I don't want to trigger too many people, so I'm not going to go too into it. But it's rare to find a game that kind of hits all the boxes, like checks all the boxes, right? Like I have played some of the best games of my life in the last 5 years, but some of those games are not the whole package. Like I would say a game like Amori, one of my favorite games that I've played recently, has the single best narrative in a game I've ever seen. But I did not like the gameplay. Just frankly, is not my thing. I think a game like Silent Hill 2, for example, is another game that kind of is like, it's really good, but again, I didn't really like the gameplay. But I just loved playing this game. I looked forward to playing this game. I was like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm playing this game just to see the story. It was, I'm playing this game because I want to have fun. And that's so great because not only are you having fun, not only are you having an engaging story, not only are you like interested to see the game, like, oh, the visuals are cool. Look at the portal storm. Look at the combine. They're so creepy and cool. The music when it is playing is awesome. I wish they would do some more looping tracks or the tracks for longer. And it was fairly polished, right? Very few bugs. Nothing that were really like, game breaking or anything frustrating. So it's just a joy to play. And that's like, again, what is the point of a game other than just to have fun playing it for the most part? I think you can get more out of games. And I think we're really realizing that, especially with a lot of indie games, really pushing the medium for how much it can like actually have an impact on you, just like a TV show or a movie. It doesn't have to just be entertainment. But it's great to play a game that is like, our focus was your entertainment. And we made sure that this was the best entertainment you could have. And that's what I experienced here, right? And I think everyone has said, and it's pretty clear that Valve has put the gameplay first. And that's why even though the story left at a really, frankly, horrible note to kind of like just leave everyone on a cliffhanger, they're like, okay, if we can't make the gameplay revolutionary, then we're not releasing it, I don't know if I agree with it, but I think it's a respectable position to take. And I also just wonder, like, I think Laidlaw has left, and I'm sure plenty of people have left Valve that used to work on this series, but I can't imagine the frustrations of a writer for a video game like this, when, yes, I believe he used to be a novelist, because people mention that some of the books that we see in Half-Life are like books that he wrote. Because not only are you constrained within this video game narrative, but you're constrained by a direction of gameplay first, right? Like some games aren't constrained by that. They're fine having the story be the main focus and the gameplay kind of is auxiliary. And like some game, again, a lot of indie games are more comfortable being like, we're really good with the story, maybe the gameplay is a little bit less fascinating. But being a writer and being like, I've got these interesting characters, I've got this fascinating world building, I've got like the main character, but he's not allowed to speak. And I've got this fascinating, terrifying, like interdimensional force, but they can't be too powerful, they can't be too scary because the player has to be a one-man army, a juggernaut that kind of destroys and succeeds at that. So you're impeding on the strength of your own world building by saying like, okay, it doesn't really seem realistic to me that, this terrifying transdimensional empire can't handle one guy. But obviously he's getting help from G-Man, another very powerful force. But again, like you have these constraints as a writer where you're like, okay, here is like the other section of 500 Combine dying to Gordon, right? Here's another section of Gordon just destroying everything. And here's these interesting characters that have these dynamics, but now we have to introduce the blank slate character of Gordon into every single interaction. And hey, I've just left the story at this huge cliffhanger. I would love to elaborate on the ending, but we can't agree. And I, for example, want Gordon to have a conversation with Dr. Brain, but that's not allowed. So such an interesting perspective as a writer to see how constrained and how frustrating it could be if you want to tell a story, but you have to constantly like, no, you can't do that. That'd make Gordon look too weak. The players don't find that fun. Like, we don't want Alyx to save Gordon in this segment. You actually have to have Gordon save Alyx or something. You get what I mean? Like, even though that didn't happen, Alyx helps Gordon all the time. But you kind of get the point I'm trying to make, right? So such a fascinating thing. I'm definitely going to read some more about the development and particularly Laidlaw. Because again, I personally have a bias towards the unique. So even if something is like a diamond in the rough, let's say. Something that's really maybe not that good, but it presents a very unique idea. I will like it more than something that is pretty solid, but is like a derivative idea or like something that's been done before. And so like just seeing this was such a unique world and like universe and such crazy like interactions with G-Man and the Vortigons and the Combine as this strange bureaucratic trans-dimensional empire that we just still don't know too much about is so fascinating, right? And that's why I think so many people have all this headcanon, like, oh, the advisors aren't the top branch of the Combine, they're just another subservient race. Or maybe they are the top branch and they are slugs, but what happens after they hatch? Are the slugs like post-hatching? Or, you know, all these questions that are like, because the world is so rich and interesting. Wow, what a game, what a series, what a phenomenal kind of melding of ideas, right? Because you definitely can tell, like, there's so much focus on so many different things that you wouldn't think about, and again, you don't really appreciate until it's done properly, or maybe you don't appreciate it until you finally see it done right. You know what I mean? Like, I actually like having an AI companion in Alyx or Barney, as opposed to a lot of games where, you know, the AI companion is a complete fucking ball ache. Wow. So again, and I will say, like, I appreciate this game a lot more because I was doing it on YouTube. I think, again, I would have had a blast playing this by myself if I just wasn't recording it, but I would not appreciate it as much. I would not have as much ancillary knowledge that you guys have been able to give me because you guys have been such fantastic commenters. And even if I ruffle a few feathers with some opinions, like I didn't like this, I didn't like that, I'm a little bit frustrated with this, like, I'm sure you guys have your opinions on stuff that you don't love about these games or some things that you wish they could do differently. Or you have different interpretations of things. Like, for example, I mentioned I don't like Eli's kind of observation that, you know, we can't use the Borealis, you have to destroy it. I don't like that kind of thinking. I personally, just as a philosophy, never really resonate with, oh, it's too dangerous, don't use it at all. I think that's not my kind of personal philosophy to something. But a lot of you guys said I kind of agree with him. Some of you guys gave me a really good kind of perspective on, like, maybe think about what Eli is going through and why he thinks that way. So again, like, I love reading that, because even if I don't necessarily change my mind, maybe I do change my mind, right? Like, the Eli thing, I definitely understand, and I kind of, to me, it makes a lot more sense reading some of the comments. But again, like, I don't want this to be a thing where you're like, oh, Doruk said something bad or something I don't agree with, so I'm not happy. Or like, oh, if I disagree with Doruk, he's going to be unhappy, right? Like, we're just talking. We're just appreciating the game. We're just having a good time. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't worry, we will be playing Half-Life Alyx. It might be a few days. It's going to be like kind of a pain in the ass to I have to redo my entire setup for the VR, right? Because I got to change my camera, my mic. So what I might do is I might just finish Silent Hill 3 first, so I don't have to keep changing between two videos. And then I'll just record all of Half-Life Alyx, so you guys will get all of that back to back to back to back, which I think most of you guys want. Even though the few of you that watch Silent Hill 3, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love playing other games. I'm having a blast with other games. And it's very motivating for me to see more views on other videos, because, like, it's very, again, this collaborative experience of YouTube is really what's been making me enjoy doing this. And you guys, right? And again, I don't want this to be a parasocial relationship. I think some people get a little bit too connected. I have had people attempt to flirt with me, which is new. I have had people get really offended by things I've said for some reason. And again, like, I'm just a guy. I don't know any of you, even though some of you guys are regulars, and I appreciate you guys commenting all the time, and I appreciate your knowledge. I don't know anything about you. Maybe a few details you might have shared in a comment. And you guys know a lot more about me because I just talk. But just keep that in mind, right? Like, we are just strangers, effectively, that we are sharing an experience. And so please have that kind of knowledge of like, we're not familiar, so sometimes people make statements that I find somewhat offensive. I don't take it personally, but I'm like, wow, that's a bit much to say to someone you don't know, because I don't really know what you're saying to me. So just keep that in mind in comments. Again, I know this is a lost cause, but but I do try. And again, I really do want to emphasize, you guys have been so amazing. It's been so fun to read your comments. This game series has been so much fun. And maybe Half-Life 3 is around the corner. Maybe it's not, but we got Alyx at least. And I've never used VR, so it should be an experience. I hope I don't throw up, because I hear people get motion sick sometimes. So anyway, I think the talk at the end has been as long as the video. So I hope you guys enjoy hearing those thoughts. I would love to hear yours. Again, no spoilers on Alyx, please. Oh man. And then other than that, if you guys got nice things to say, if you got constructive things to say, again, where it's like, this is actually something actionable that I can actually take into account, I will do my best to kind of take it into account. But if it's like, dress better, I know I don't know what it is with the Half-Life viewership, but I've got more comments about my clothes than any other series, even Subnautica. I like the clothing I wear. That's why I wear it, guys. So I'm sorry if it is not good for your taste. Maybe I have bad taste. I don't really care. I like wearing it. Anyway, so big thank you. Big thank you. Like, this has been with complete earnestness and truth. Like, this has been such a pleasant experience. I love reading you guys' comments. I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.